Hello and welcome everyone on today's video for the prediction of Nifty, Bank Nifty and the top stocks that we can trade for 30th of November. So we'll have a quick look on the global indices, mainly on the American indices. So all three of them, S&P 500, Dow Jones and Nasdaq. Where is Nasdaq? So all three of them have closed on a positive note, but what we see, the other thing that we should not deny the fact that we have witnessed some selling from the top. On the top of it, if you look at S&P 500, so this was a long-term trend line over here, this particular one, and it did not break the trend line on the upside. So the view is still going to remain bearish for now, unless we have some confirmation or we have some good news about how the people are going to tackle the virus that has come up. So Omicron, I think that's the name of the virus, and initially they were predicting that it is going to be you know way more deadly than any other variant that has come up till now. But then for now and for whatever reasons, this is something that may be called as manipulation, because the day it came out, it had it was considered to be very deadly, and the markets, all the global indices had reacted on that. But then after 2 days, they are coming out and saying that it is not as deadly as it was predicted. And so this should not change the view, because currently we should always follow the fact that we should go with the trend. So our our view should not change on the basis of one green candle, that's for sure, although we have green closing, the positive closing in all the American indices. So let's get back to the Indian indices, and as we can see, in most of the indices we have closed on the negative note. Only in Nifty IT and Nifty, which is just 27 points, so not much. So that also shows that this is a doji, indecisive, right? This does not means this is going to reverse from here today itself. I don't think it's going to happen like that. We might see some pullback, as we saw over here, as I've discussed in the previous videos. The pullback, these pullbacks that we saw, so we could see pullbacks like these, but then not for a reversal, that's for sure. So coming back, most of the indices, Indian indices, were closed in red. It was only IT and Nifty which gave positive closing. And about the IT, we had already discussed in I think it was on in the Sunday's video, that even in the negative market, IT is going to outperform all the other indices. So that's about uh, the major indexes in India. So let's see where we can find the important levels for tomorrow and how we can trade for tomorrow. So on a smaller time frame, excuse me, on a smaller time frame, on a 5 minutes time frame, what we understand, that we still saw selling from 17,150, and this was an important level, as I had told in the previous video, this swing particularly, right? So we saw some selling from there. It does not mean that it will come down tomorrow the first thing in the morning. It will come down. It's not going to happen like that. So what can we do, or what can we plan is three possibilities. We are going to plan a gap up, flat opening and gap down. So if there is any gap up around 17,100, 17,150, okay, let's just start with 17,100. In case of 17,100, 150, both the cases, we are going to wait and see how is it forming. If there is any green candle in first uh, three candles, on 5 minute three candles, we are going to wait and see, because there could be a possibility, if there is a gap up and there are three candles on the positive side, this it could break this area, and the next target will be around 17,280 or 300. All right, if this is the scenario, if you want to trade on the bull side, you can go ahead, but I would like to trade with the trend, and then I would like to wait for it to come to a level where I could short it, right? Because that's where the the risk reward will be great. So if this is happening, 5 minutes candle gap up, and then it is coming somewhere near 17,300, 280, 270, 250, we can plain go ahead and short, and the stop loss is going to be somewhere around 17,360, somewhere around that. Now there is a question that this gap, what about this gap? So it is not important for the gap to be filled within a day or two. It could take days. It is right that the gaps will be filled, but it is not mandatory for anything, for a gap to be filled within a day or two. So we might take some days, and this gap may be filled the day we have decided, the market has decided to reverse, right? So that's the plan if there's a gap up. In case of the flat opening, what we can plan is, in case of flat opening, if it is crossing the area of 17,000 or 16,980, we can go short, and stop loss is going to be 17,050 or 60 in that case, and the first target is going to be 16,800. In this case, do not book the profit around 16,800 or 850. Just keep on trailing the stop loss, although we are going to find a good support over here, but that doesn't mean that we are going to reverse from here like this, right? So keep for the max. That's what they mean by let the profits run, right? So in order to achieve big money, you will have to risk small money, right? Now for an example, okay, this is for some other video. So in case of flat opening, as soon as it is crossing 16,980, 16,985, we can go short, and this could be the stop loss around 17,050, and keep on riding it. In case of gap down 50, 100 points, then I would like to see the way I had discussed in the last video. If something like this is happening over here, so let me make it bigger. If something like this is happening, rejection, lower high from the day, and then a big red candle over here. So if there is a gap down somewhere here, 17,970 or 17,900, even 60 points gap down. So if we see the same sort of structure like this, because again we will only be 60 points far from the yesterday's support. So if something like this is happening over here, we can go short, and then in that case the first target can be around 16,650, and the stop loss could be the high of the day. So that is going to be the plan for Nifty. For buying, I see definitely people are going to earn money on the long side as well. It's not like that, but then I have a rule that I have to go with the trend. Okay, 1 day or 2 days it might happen that while going with the trend, there is one problem. What happens on the day when this market decides to reverse? That is the day when you take the stop loss with grace, and then don't complain about it, because this is going to be a part of a life, and as soon as you understand it, the more happy you will be, right, with stop losses. So coming back to the second index, which is Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty will be a little more bullish in comparison to Nifty, and I think there is one simple reason, which is the crude oil prices. So if you look at the crude oil prices recently, so on a daily time frame, we saw a big red candle like this, which helps the banking system. Okay, so I'll definitely make a video on this, why the decline in crude oil price helps the banking system or the banking stocks. So for now, just 1 second, coming back on Bank Nifty, let's share the plan. So this was an important level, no doubt, 36,500, and if it was so positive, it could have broken this level today itself. So even though we have a good news for banking system, and there were some other news as well for Kotak and IndusInd Bank, I guess, that promoters were trying to increase their stake. So that was these were the two banks which basically lifted the Bank Nifty as well, right? So considering that there is a gap up, and if the gap up is somewhere around this area of 36,250, right? So if there is a 300 points gap up, then we might want to wait until next until the second half, because although we have positive news for banks, and in terms of crude oil price as well as the stakes that are being increased by the promoters of two top banks. So we might want to wait, and we might want to see if how is this reacting around this area of 36,800. So if at all I have to go short, and if at all it is gapping up, I would like to wait and completely make sure if it is coming till here, that's where I would want to go short. And over here as well, I would if there is all something like this, because the first conviction point is going to be this. But if at all this crosses this one, then definitely around 36,950 or 37,000 flat. I know this is going to be a little a daring, not a daring, this is not a daring trade at all if you look at this one with the right point of view, because the markets are short, markets are bearish, and that's what you do, you sell on rise, right? So most of the people do not, they're not able to gather the confidence because of the previous losses, obviously. But then if you look at the markets in the way it should be done, right? Like taking or accepting the losses should be a part of it, right? So the first area to go short will be around 36,800, and in that case the stop loss is going to be the day's high and a buffer of 100 points minimum, right? And the first target is going to be around 36,350 or somewhere around 350 400, and then keep on trailing if you see any bearish momentum after 12:30. This is the plan: gap up and short around 12:30. If it is open if it is opening flat and then it is crossing down, then I would like to wait for some time, because as I said, we have some good news, and the support area is very near. This support area is very near, so we might not get good risk to reward. So I would like to wait if it is opening flat. If it is opening gap down, then I would like to wait and then let it come here at the closing price or somewhere around the previous swing high of 36,270. This could happen by next by 12:30 or the second half, and this would also be a good area to short, which is 36,250. Buffer will be the high plus the 100 points, and then in that case the reward is going to be a little less for sure. It could be around 35,700, somewhere around that. So a great plan will be gap up, and then somewhere here you short it. And a second good plan would be gap down, and then it is bouncing from here, and either short if you see some bearish movement around 12:30 or 1 around this area of 35,900 or 36,230, somewhere around that, go short over here. So that is the plan for Bank Nifty. So we are very clear that we are not interested in going long, because on the long side we do not know what will be the right stop loss, because most of the support are very far away. So as we can see, why it bounced from here was simply because this is again finding the important levels. See, this was a support, this was a fake breakdown, and that's where it faced a rejection as well. So this was a gap up, resistance, and then if we go back previously, resistance, all through this resistance. So this was an important level, and good news, so it bounced from here. That's it. I don't see any positive news in the market overall, right? So about the stocks that we have for tomorrow, on the long side we have 3. I was surprised to pick up 3 stocks on the long side, but if it is showing so, we have to go with what we see. I didn't personally want to pick up 3 stocks on the long side, but then that's what I could see in the price action, and we'll have to go with that. So in HCL Tech, IT, I'm bullish on IT, and in HCL Tech, it has given a breakout of this consolidation area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days it was consolidating around an important level of 1100. And when we get into a smaller time frame, we can understand. Uh, See, now after the breakout, it was able to close above this resistance, this previous resistance. This was the previous resistance, and it was able to close above that. So there could be two ways to trade this, but then we are just going to keep it short and going to discuss one simple way. So this is one trend line over here. So in case of positive market or neutral market, okay, what we can do is at the break of 1140 or conservative traders 1145, we can go long. The stop loss will be the low of first 5-minute candle, okay, and the first target 1:2 minimum, and then keep on trailing, okay. That is the plan for HCL Tech, above this swing or the yesterday's high, okay. So that again depends. If you want to go long over here, and if at all the stock goes in your way, the risk reward is going to be great. But then what if it doesn't, and then it comes back, your stop loss is gone. So that is what you need to understand. That is the difference between a high aggressive trader and a conservative trader. So in conservative manner, you will always get the less risk reward, but then they will be high probability trades. And on the other side, in aggressive, you will every time you will get a minimum risk reward of 1:3. That is for sure. So the next bank that we have is Kotak Mahindra, and if the bank nifty is positive tomorrow, do not worry or do not look for nifty in this case. If the bank nifty is positive tomorrow, how we can plan this one is, it has given a good bounce. So if it has to sell, it should open flat or a little on the negative side. But if it is opening on the positive side, we can go long, as we see that it gave breakout to this trend line. And how we can trade this on a through a conservative manner is, and it has closed above level of 2000 as well, okay. So it has closed above 26th opening price and today's opening price as well. So, and it faced the rejection. You can this is how you read the chart, and I'm doing this while I'm recording this. I'm also seeing it like I'm seeing it for the first time. I select the stock on a daily candle basis, on the basis of daily candles. I rarely go into 15 minutes and check that, right? So you can see why it was rejected from here today, because this was a small resistance over here. So how we can trade Kotak Mahindra's, we can go long above 2040, 2045, and our stop loss is going to be a little below, I think 2 rupees, 2 rupees to 3 rupees below the low of the first candle. Or you can select this swing as well, but in this case the 40 rupees, this is going to be a very big stop loss. So not the previous swing low, the low of the first candle, and trade the breakout. These whatever stocks I suggest are usually the breakout trading, and it has to be done, most of the stocks have to be done in the first 45 minutes, or make sure it is before 10:30. So, that is the second stock on the long side. The third stock on the long side is Wipro. I was bearish on Wipro by Sunday, but then for some reasons it outperformed the whole IT sector as well. So coming back, how we can trade Wipro is simply, we don't have to get into a smaller time frame, we can just go long. The conservative people can go long above 335, 336, and aggressive 335. So yeah, not a big difference. Let's see if you can see something more over here, right? So it has closed at the resistance. So Yeah, a better area to go long will be around 637, and this has to be done again before 10 if we get something like this. Or this could go, if it is growing gradually, if we do not see any big candle like this and it is going gradually, we can go uh, take it take this trade any time of the day. Okay, so 637 we can go long 638, and the stop loss is going to be somewhere around 632, 633, and the first target is going to be around 648 or somewhere, and that's where we see the next resistance, 647, 648. So that is the plan for Wipro. We have two on the short side. The first one is Sun Pharma. Again, the pharma sector has been doing good, but the price action is saying so, so I've selected this one. And if you look at this one, this could go either way tomorrow, that's for sure, because this is a very very important level for Sun Pharma, and Sun Pharma sector is on the positive side. But then if it has come to this support area, and if we want to trade the breakout, we can, and this has to happen before 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30. So if it is crossing today's low, which is 649, we can go short, and risk will be either the previous swing, that is 640, 756, and then in this case you have to keep on trailing the profit, keep on trailing the stop loss, and if it is a bad day, then we might see it around 715. So that is for bad day in terms of pharma sector, and that is for Sun Pharmaceutical. The other stock we have for on the short side is Tata Motors. And why Tata Motors is because, I don't know, this is a box, simple, it gave a breakdown, this is a pullback. That's how I will want to read this. And then today's volume were not so convincing. I think these were the selling volumes. I will definitely try to make a video on volumes plus price action later sometime. So for tomorrow, how we can trade this is close any 15-minute candle or one big red candle like this crossing the area of 557.50 or 458, yeah, 458, 457.50. The stop loss is a little big in this, so we can also use the stop loss as the day high, not this. So this swing is not going to be the stop loss. The stop loss in this case, and this has to be done before, if this is the in this plan, it has to move before 10. Whenever you're putting a day's high and then you're trading a breakout, it has to happen before 10 o'clock. That is one thing that I've learned. So crossing below 457.50, and the stop loss is going to be the day's high. The first target is going to be around 445, and then keep on trailing. We might get a good result tomorrow on Tata Motors as well. So this is the plan for